Greetings, class of 2017. Looking across this field, I have never felt more empowered than I do in this celebratory moment. We are the embodiment of W.E.B. Du Bois' guiding 100th, which I view as a call to service for those of us blessed with the opportunities our degrees confer and who are willing to humbly give back to ensure social justice and equity in our nation and across the world. We are the hope and the dream of the slave, and we know that to whom much is given, much is required. This ivy-encrusted campus is hallowed ground, full of hope, but also vestiges of blood of those people of the indigenous heritage and the African diaspora alike. We revere our ancestors and are grateful for the price paid by those who came before us. Their sacrifice has inspired us and left a trail for us to follow so that we may succeed in spaces that were initially designed for us. We, the class of 2017, have the power, the opportunity, and the responsibility to reshape institutions and proclaim narratives and contributions of our forebears so that we may write new chapters of the American saga. Across the university, there have been innovations to address the needs of Black students. Although we still have a ways to go, strides have been made. And in part, we have students to thank for that, past and present. For example, last year when I was a fellow at Harvard College, I witnessed the change in the title of Housemasters at Harvard College and the change in Harvard Law School crest. We doing it, we trying. There was something really special about taking courses like Black Education from Slavery to Freedom at Harvard Graduate School of Education, and Black Business Leaders and Entrepreneurs at Harvard Business School. Both of these courses were offered for the first time this year. Together, students, past and present, did that. You and I and other students of color advocated and organized, and in so doing, we made people better understand what it sometimes feels like to be Black here at Harvard. For example, many of you may have been in class where something that you said made another classmate say, "This isn't about race." Well, shout out to the classmate on the other side of the room who gave you a side eye like, "Oh, you tried it. I'm unbothered." Even though we know that our experiences are not monolithic, we have found intersectionality in our common shared experiences, and together we have pushed for positive change. And by so doing, we have enriched our own experiences and that of future students. In many ways, this campus and our Harvard experiences is a microcosm of the larger world that we are re-entering. Many of us have witnessed and will continue to share the common experience of looking into America's mirror and not seeing reflected back at us the beauty, the boldness, and the brilliance that are etched on our hearts and on our souls. As a proud graduate of the class of 2017, I've thrived at this institution by not simply existing as a Black woman, but by being unapologetically myself. I've centered Black girls and women in my research and developed promising pedagogies and policy recommendations to reduce the number of Black girls funneled into the school-to-confinement pipeline. And in doing so, my sheer existence, like yours, has been an act of resistance. In spite of academic, personal, and professional challenges, we have gathered today to celebrate the first ever university-wide Black graduation ceremony in Harvard's history. And later this week, we will all celebrate in the yard with our fellow university graduates, while later on that day, we will walk across the stage at our prospective schools. Du Bois and other Black scholars who made a way out of no way will be spiritually standing in solidarity with us. Pardon me, y'all. My allergies. This wind is like, oh my gosh, the pollen. I know y'all out there feeling it. I'm over here like, oh, the lights? I can't hold it together. It's okay, though. We all love. It's all right. Woo. Dear Lord, shine the light on me or something. We are graduating from Harvard, Despite political turmoil in our nation and social unrest in our streets, thank you, and our family and friends who have supported and believed in us are indeed proud of us. Each of us has a special story to tell. Like many of you, I'm the first person in my family to graduate from college. I stand on the shoulders of people like my father, who moved to Detroit from Jamaica when he was younger than I am now. Through the village that has uplifted and surrounded me, I've been acclaimed an emerging global leader at Michigan State University, my alma mater. Despite the water crisis in neighboring Flint, Michigan, and the loss of a friend to gun violence, I'm still here, graduating with all of you. And my story is not unique. You have also known travails as you completed your Harvard journey, and like me, you have many to thank and to acknowledge. So let the celebrations begin. We stand here in glory together. We stand here in power together. We stand here because Black lives do matter. We stand here because we will keep keeping on and will not lose faith in well-doing. We're graduating from Harvard, not as saviors. The people that we love don't need to be saved, but they do need to see each of us walk across this stage. For as we do, we express more boldly than words can, that they can too. We are more than 200 strong, and each of us will shortly be draped with African Ghanaian cloth as we prepare to graduate from the most prestigious higher education institution in the world. And as I stare out at you, my colleagues and friends, I'm assured that we will well use our power, intellect, and talent while holding on to the faith of our ancestors to fulfill the vision that Du Bois shared so long ago. Together, my brothers and sisters, we will be the change that America and the world needs to see. So go forward boldly, embracing the challenges of our time, so that future graduates of this august university can look back in appreciation as they remember that we were here, the class of 2017.